and happy Monday. For today's video, I wanted to talk about coping with vision loss and talk about the things that I personally found helpful when coping with my own experience with vision loss. For the last 2 decades, I've gone through seasons of losing my vision and learning to cope and adjust to the new normals of that. So I just wanted to discuss some of the things that I have found helpful, because coping with these life-altering medical events is not easy, and it's not a linear journey by any means. And so, first and foremost, when coping with vision loss, the first thing is allowing yourself to go through the grieving process, which is something I really am not always the best at, because I'm not great at feeling my feelings. I like to intellectualize my feelings, but feeling my feelings now, that's a whole nother thing. And so being able to sit with the grief of losing vision, losing a version of yourself that you once knew, a version of life that you once knew, grieving the loss of the things that you may not be able to ever do, it's really overwhelming and heavy. Being able to sit with all of that is hard, and it's also important. And it's important to feel your feelings. And there's a saying in the mental health space that's name it to tame it. And being able to name how you're feeling also helps you better handle it, because it can be very overwhelming in the emotional experience of going through that grieving process. Often has the brain operating in these heightened levels of emotion. Sometimes that can create some really severe symptoms of depression, anxiety, anger. And being able to name how you're feeling and what you're experiencing, it can help to decrease some of the intensity of those feelings and those emotions. Ultimately, the grieving process should lead to acceptance. And there's another skill called radical acceptance that I love and hate it, because there are times where I'm too stubborn to radically accept that this is my life and these are the cards that I was dealt, and I'm visually impaired and I have glaucoma, and I don't want to accept that, and I don't want that to be my life, and that's the space that I'm in. And ultimately, in order to healthily cope, there has to be a level of acceptance and being able to radically accept, yes, this is when I wake up, I do not see as well as everyone else, and that's okay. Differences can exist in the way that we experience life. And for me, I experience life a little bit differently, and I accept that. And in being able to accept it, I'm able to then take more control over how I choose to cope with it. And so the third strategy that I use often with coping with being blind is mindfulness and being present in the here and now. Because although going through vision loss and having glaucoma overall is a negative experience that I would change in an instant, my daily moments in life are not always fueled by that negative thing that I'm experiencing. And so being able to stay grounded of wait, in this moment, I'm talking to this person, I'm connecting with them, my vision impairment's not even hindering this interaction. This is a good moment. And to also check in and see just how much I'm capable of, even with being visually impaired. I'm able to go for bike rides and walks and work a full career. And, I got my master's degree, and I have amazing support systems. I have so much in my life that I'm so grateful for. And sometimes I let the one thing of being visually impaired overshadow by being this big storm cloud and steal the joy from all the other things that I have. And using mindfulness, grounding techniques to not let that happen, and being no, wait, let me sit in this present moment and realize that this is a good one. Fourthly, I often will make gratitude lists. When our brains are experiencing gratitude, then it often overrides anxiety and fear, and that just goes hand in hand with being visually impaired, is having anxiety and experiencing high levels of fear and uncertainty and unknown. And so taking time to focus on the things that I do know and the things that I do know I'm grateful for really helps me stay more grounded, helps me align my energy in a more positive way. And I do find it making a significant positive impact in my overall well-being. The fifth thing that I find useful is looking at the things that I can control and putting more energy into that versus the things that I can't control. I can't control if my vision is stable or if it's not stable. I can control taking my medication, going to my eye doctor appointments, and trying to live a healthy lifestyle to support myself and my overall well-being. And then finally, I had to broaden my own awareness that everybody in life goes through their own flavor of suffering. There is no person gets to experience life without it. You know, suffering is an inherent part of being a human. And for me, one of my main obstacles and things that I'm overcoming in life is my disability. I found myself developing a victim mindset and a victim way of feeling like nobody could understand that my life was harder, and being able to now expand my awareness of the most common reaction to trauma is resilience, and being able to find my own resilience and my own empowerment through this struggle, and also acknowledging everybody around me is going through something too, and we're all doing the best we can, and I can't think that my struggle and my experience is any more significant than someone else's. And I think that there is a healthy level to part of coping with my own vision loss is thinking less about myself and woe is me, and being able to fix my focus on other people and seeing like there's so many needs in the world and I can play a significant role in helping make a better place and fill these needs. Even being visually impaired, I can still be used to have such significant impact, and that is really empowering, and that has helped me find my own strength and my own voice. So I don't know if this is helpful or if any of this makes a ton of sense. I just wanted to share a lot of the ways that I've had to rewire my own brain to cope with my experience of vision loss, and I'm curious if there are any coping strategies that you guys have found to be effective, ones that maybe I didn't talk about in today's video. Leave a comment, start some conversation. And you guys, I'm hoping to do some Vlogmas videos this year. I'm not sure if there'll be a full 25 days, maybe 12, maybe as best as we can to do a full 25, maybe missing just a few here and there. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking very much about it, getting some plans and preparations in order, but we are so close to the holiday season, and I look forward to being able to post all the fun holiday videos. And if you're interested in that, then please subscribe so you don't miss it, and I will see you in my next video.